Hello everyone, my name is Terrance Flimberpickle, and today we have a real juicy mystery on our hands because an airplane crash landed over there, but 12 artifacts from the 1900 and beyond that it was stockholding landed over there somewhere. And the owner of this museum has paid me 500 schmeckles to help me find all 12 artifacts over there. So, let's get jiggy with it, shall we? We've been for 3 hours exploring, but to no avail, and I'm starting to lose hope, boys. So, let's just keep our pants and go. There she blows! Come on, friends! This is definitely an artifact, alright. Yes, they told me this will be here. This, boys, this is a pure substance of AIDS and HIV. What, if you're wondering what this is, well, in case if you have been living under a brick your whole life, let me inform you. HIV and AIDS pretty much work in unison, okay? And they get into your immune system and they make it pretty much obsolete. Now, let's do a system here where we relate this to a theme and a key concept, alright? This relates to theme 1 due to its disease outbreaks that it has caused. And the key concept that can relate to is 6.1 due to the fact that it has boggled the medical research and science for many years. Yes, that's definitely it. And this is a big part of world history because there's never been a disease like HIV and AIDS where it completely just crackles your immune system till it's nothingness and is still a problem today. So now, let's tag it and let's move on, shall we? It was now for 45 minutes since that last shot and still no. You guys see that right over there? Right on that white thing there. It looks white and it looks like an artifact. So now, I got to see what I need to do so you can see what this mysterious object is. Yes, this is definitely an artifact, boys. These are pills. Pills. Yes, we can relate this to theme 2 because in the 20th century, probably one of the greatest medical inventions in the world was invented, which was the pill. And we can relate this to key concept 6.1 because this push revolutionized medical science as we know it. Because like, how could something so small be so powerful and to heal a person from a fever or such? And this is definitely a great artifact of world history because this my friends revolutionized medical history as we know it, and the inventor of the pills. Now we gotta give him a round of applause, but enough of that and let's get back into the search. Since we found that US flag, we have come to no avail. And boys, I just think we found another one. Yes, 3 artifacts in like an hour. This is crazier than the time that my friend Timothy Jonathan snorted baloney up his nose. So let's get a closer look. Oh yeah, this is one alright. This, boys, is a gaming system. Now this bad boy can be related to theme 2 due to the fact that it is a technology that has changed the social aspect of our world and can also be related to key concept 6.3 and the fact that the culture and society have changed due to this gaming system. But this is a more newer version, even though there are later systems, but it's still nice to admire this design. And this can be related, I think this should actually be studied as a part of world history due to the fact that there's always been gaming as a part of our society. But this is the first time where the gaming has entered our screens, okay lads? Now, we will tag this and let's get into it. Right, so we've been out for 2 hours now. I haven't found anything yet, but we got something over there, boys. Let's take a look. Got some CBCs, shuffle through, and yep, that's something alright. Now this, my friends, this is a radio. It's a more modern one. The radios back in the day were a lot taller and then big stringy things coming out of them. I know it sounds crazy today, but it's true. And we can relate this to theme 2 due to the fact that it was a revolutionary technology for the world, helped increase communication immensely. And we can also relate this to key concept 6.1 since this was a revolution in the sound boom industry of science. I believe this artifact is very important to world history due to the fact that this was the first form before the telephone, my friends. Before TV, there was the radio as communication, and this took a big chunk out of paper news. And also, I love listening to this thing with music, just, you know, but never mind that. Let's get back into it, shall we? Coming in. Now I've just found an artifact right over there, so let's get it down and get a good look at it, shall we? Yes, this is an artifact, all right. In fact, this is one of the classic movies of American history. This, my friends, is Rocky IV. Yes, I know what you're thinking, but Rocky 1's the best. Well, I don't care, because I'm not the one that crashed their plane with this artifact. So let's get into it. Now we can relate this artifact to the theme 3 due to the fact that it has very American ideals and nationalistic views about pawning the Russians, and at the time where the Cold War was going on. And this can be related also to key concept 6.3, because back in this day, this is when the American spirit was really taking off. But enough of this, let's get down to it. It's me again now. Welcome back. Now we got an artifact right over there, and I want to come in real quick so we could take a good look at it. So this is an artifact, all right. This is GMOs. Which one in GMOs is? It's just a fancy word for genetically modified. And this became a very popular usage in the 20th century and even going into the 21st century. This was used to greatly increase crop production. And this can be related to theme 4 due to the fact that it helped to greatly increase agricultural produce. And it can also be related to key concept 6.3 because it greatly boosted the global economy with its agricultural production. And, you know, this looks pretty tasty. Survival. It's either drink this or drink my piss, am I right? Not good. So let's move on. We've been in the wilderness now for 2 hours. We're sort of in a drought. But where's the wilderness? Where am I, right? Do you guys see that right there? Right there? I think that's an artifact. Our luck's gonna change right now. Yeah, oh, look at this. Campbell's cream of chicken. Now this, my friends, we can relate this to theme 4 due to the fact that canned products really became popular and helped boost the economy by creating a whole new way, opening up new businesses to get into the canned industry. This can also be related to key concept 6.3 since it helped to make a cheaper, but we'll find a much more unhealthy way for eating. And yes, this looks good, all right. In the wilderness, we gotta survive. Yeah, this is good, all right. But enough of me. We gotta keep moving. Terrance Flimberpickle here, and last night, after finding the last artifact of that day, I took a huge nap right here, used the rock as a pillow, but I decided to sleep here for one reason only, and that was, you see that over there? Because that is definitely an artifact over there. But I was too tired to examine it that day, so I took a nap, but now I'm fresh and energized, and let's go see what it is. Come on, guys. That's definitely one over there. Let's go, everyone. Yes, yes. This is one, all right. This, my friends, is a form of solar energy. It's definitely an artifact. Solar energy. Going back to our theme and key concept system, we can relate this to theme 4 because a new form of power revolutionized the industry, giving people a new way and a less pollutive way to use energy. And it also can relate to key concept 6.3 due to the fact that because this is the first form of truly conservative energy, because compared to other places like coal, this is a lot better and healthier for the environment. So let's tag it, leave it here, and let's move on, shall we? Flimberpickle back here, just getting a little water before our next trip. All right, guys, now that's an artifact definitely over there. Yes, because there are local things in the jungle or the forest. We'll walk through the hard bushes. Yep, that's one all right. Surely is one. This, my friends, is a form of car. Well, obviously cars are bigger, but this is a miniature car. Still a form of car. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. But yes, this is definitely an artifact because cars started becoming very, very popular around the 20th century. And even going to the 21st, they are still a very popular commodity and an essential to this day. And we can relate this to key concept 6.3 in the fact that this revolutionized the culture forever, because better the car, the better your status is, and the lower the car, the lower your status is. Then we can also relate this to theme 1 due to the fact that with the invention of cars becoming much more popular, people were able to migrate a lot easier. But now let's tag it and let's advance. Flimberpickle back here. Now after one more hour of exploring this large and dense forest, I've just come back on another artifact, and it's right over there. So let's get a closer look. Yep, this is one all right. This, my friends, is a phone, a necessity in the 20th century and the 21st. And this, my friends, can be related to theme 5 due to the fact that higher the phone, which meant you were higher up on the social hierarchy, and lower the phone, like to modern day now, if you had a flip phone, you'd be seen as very below and not have a lot of money. And this can be related to key concept 6.3 due to the same reasons as the car, because once this thing came into existence, it revolutionized the culture as we know it. So let's move on because we're almost on our quest. All right, Flimberpickle here. Now we've just spotted a journal. Not sure if it's an artifact yet, but let's take a closer look, shall we? It's a red journal, all right. Oh yes, we have some artifacts in here. All 3 of them, in fact. But let's get started with number 1. Amendment 19. Now, if you don't know what Amendment 19 is, this was passed mid-1500s, giving women the right to vote in the U.S. Now, we can relate this to theme 5 due to the fact that with this amendment passing, the world followed, or the world was already there, in giving women a much more expanded role in our culture, thus increasing their role in society. We can also relate this to key concept 6.3 in the aspect that with this passing, the culture was starting to take a huge drastic shift for the better. But let's look at the second one. This is an interesting one, all right. The League of Nations formation paper. Now this was published right after World War I, and this was the first attempt at a global government running the world, keeping the world free from war. Now this can be related to theme 3 due to the fact that this was the first attempt at a global government, but it did not last because this got destroyed once World War II rolled in. But this set the foundation after World War II for the UN. We can also relate this to key concept 6.2 due to the fact that the global conflict of World War I gave the world a heads up, showing that we need a global order in this society. But let's get on to the last artifact. This is my favorite one. This is the first Wonder Woman comic, and I'm an extra big fan of Wonder Woman. Now, we can relate this to theme 5 due to the fact that once this thing published out, women could have a role model to look up to, and it started giving women much more confidence to stand up for what they believe in. And we can also relate this to key concept 6.3 because with the Wonder Woman comics coming out, the world, especially the girls in the world, could see that women can do what the men can do as well, which is kicking butt. And that is the last of our artifacts, friend. Now let's bag it, tag it, and now we're gonna head up that way back to the ridge where we were at, and then we gotta make a call to the museum guy, telling him that we have all the stuff and where I can get my 500 schmeckles. So let's head over there, shall we? All right, Terrance Flimberpickle back here, right back where we started. And now, today was a real doozy of a trip. We spent 2 days in the grueling and unforgiving forest, looking for those 12 artifacts. And dang right, we did find all 12. Well, 11 remaining, discounting the soup that we ate. But that was for survival purposes, okay? But now, we gotta make the call to that museum guy so we can get our 500 schmeckles. Mother always told me, be careful who you love and be careful what you do, because the lie becomes the truth. Hey, hey, Billie Jean, it's not my lover. What the? Hello, Daniel Marini Museum owner. Who is this?
Hey Daniel, it's Terrance Flimberpickle
Oh,
here.
Flimberpickle. Did you get all 12 of my artifacts?
I bag and tagged them all.
Sure you did all of them? What about the soup?
Obviously I did all of them. What do you mean?
Really, because when I found it, it was eaten and in the forest!
Well, one of you guys must have eaten the soup.
No, one of my guys must not need the soup, you stupid idiot, because you left your stupid spoon with your stupid initials in the can!
Fine, I ate the soup, but I swear it was for good reason.
What is this terrific reason to eat one of my
It
artifacts?
was for the purpose of survival.
Okay, fine, survival, eh? Then explain why my thing of GMOs was not filled all the way like it was when it crashed.
Watch about, I didn't drink any of your
I
GMOs.
got your red hair handed, Terrance, because I never said anything about drinking GMOs, so it must have been you, Terrance. Just admit it right now.
Okay, fine, I drank some of the GMOs, but I swear they're for survival purposes.
Everything you seem to do seems to be for survival purposes. You know what? I'm going to deduct 100 schmeckles from your salary. 50 for each artifact that you destroyed and ruined.
What? Are you crazy?
You're calling me crazy? You know what? I'll tell you what's crazy. When I pay someone 500 schmeckles, and you know what they do? They eat one of my artifacts, and they rub their stupid, greasy lips all over one of them. So, let's not play this game, okay? Because I will show you crazy. I will hire 5 hitmen to come in and tear you apart.
Okay, fine. I'll take the 100 schmeckle
Right, I'll
reduction.
take the 100 schmeckle reduction. Alright, buddy? And guess what? You suck at your job, okay? Survival my butt, because you suck at everything. And guess what? I'm gonna give you a 1-star on Yelp. And hopefully no one will hire a bum like you again. Goodbye, Terrance Flimberpickle.
Daniel, bye. Well, this is it for the adventures of Terrance Flimberpickle. I'll see you on the flippity flop.